All right, let's talk a little bit about rhythm guitar. Now, this could be an hours long video about rhythm guitar because it's not just, half the game, which it is, soloing and rhythm. It's one of the most important things to becoming a well rounded musician, and then more importantly, a working musician. If you want to work, you got to be able to play rhythm guitar. Now, in the blues, rhythm guitar has a few, functions. Number one, you've got to back up whatever's happening. So you're supporting another soloist or you're supporting, importantly, the singer. Number two, in the blues world, the rhythm guitar player has to become part of the rhythm section, has to make things feel good. Now, the rhythm section propels the song forward, sets the groove, makes things feel right, gets people dancing, all those types of things. Now, the way you do that is by being a good rhythm guitar player. Now, as we talked about earlier when talking about time, time is an essential aspect of playing good rhythm guitar. And as I said, I would sit on the edge of the bed sometimes and play James Brown to work on my pocket and my feel. And that's where it really came in handy, all those hours I spent doing that, is when I got on a bandstand and started playing rhythm guitar with professional musicians. I was a young kid, and next thing I knew, I had guys yelling at me that my time sucked and that I didn't have any feel. So I got angry and went back in the woodshed and started working on those types of things until I could really become a member of the rhythm section. So in blues, you want to get to the point where you can play that shuffle feel, that blues feel, and make it feel so good that you almost don't even need the band. Now, this is a shape that I use in blues a lot that's going to come in really useful. So I'm going to show it to you right now. We're going to play an A, we're going to play a shuffle, and this is an A6 chord. Now, basically, this shape is so useful because it allows for extreme economy in your motion. So if I play this A6 and then lift my middle finger, I have a D7 chord, the 4. And if I move that up 2 frets, I have an E7, the 5. So I'm able to do all these things in a very, very limited space. So the other side of that is, how do you make it feel good, right? So you want to be able to take this shuffle and make it feel so good with your playing, your slurring, your time, your feel, that you don't need the band. So how you do that is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's a very simple rhythm, but automatically, the second I start playing that, I guarantee you were probably tapping your foot or snapping your fingers or at least nodding your head along because it feels good. And that's the goal. So then you could take that simple thing and start to embellish. And that's why I like this shape so much, is because I can play these little embellishments, which I'm going to do in the course of another 12 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's cool because it takes very little motion to make all that stuff happen. And the feel never changes. That cycling, you should be able to get the feel good without even playing a chord. Just you want that feel to be embedded in what you're doing. So this is a really good place to start on playing blues rhythm guitar. Now you have all these other things you do in the blues. Sometimes you end up, playing some 13th chords. You can play different extensions. You could play. I mean, there's a lot of obviously things you can do. Those are all stuff you got to work on and start building that rhythm vocabulary. But the feel thing is still the same. So now I'm going to play another 12 bar with all those substitutions in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you see, I never lost that feel. That's the key to playing good rhythm guitar, is the feel and really, really listening and backing up what's going on the bandstand in front of you, be it another soloist or a singer, and then also locking in with that band. You don't want to be the one with the drummer throwing a stick at you because your time is not good, especially if you're playing like downbeat chanks. You want to make that feel just as good as you're soloing. So really, really get in the woodshed and kind of start working on simple ways to make your rhythm feel good. All right, so let's apply some of those rhythmic ideas to the music. We're going to play a walking blues shuffle in the key of A, where I play those same 6 chords and move around. I'll start out real simple, and then I'll start to embellish and kind of build my way into the rhythm section. Here we go. All right, you can hear there what I was doing was, really reacting to the band, embellishing, building a rhythm track, basically. Starting slow, building it up, and kind of making things feel good and getting in there with the band, which is the key to, making a good rhythm track and playing good rhythm guitar.